Hello, I'm Deb Keyes with Stampin' on the Hill. Thanks for joining me today. I have a new, well, had been doing, last month was the last month. So every first Monday of each month, we do some sort of a tutorial on we had basic stamping and I called it Stamping 101. And so now we're done with all the basic stuff for now. And we're going to do a little bit more in depth. I've got some techniques to show you and some stamping that's beyond basic. And so we're going to take a few months and do some of those. So this is the first one. So welcome. And today's project is going to be a technique, and it's called the swiping technique. A fellow demonstrator of mine named Heidi Collins shared this at a recent swap. So I'll show you her card at the end as well as the couple. I'm going to make one and then I'll show you another one that I made. But let's get started with showing you my desktop and showing you the supplies we're going to use. So I have, this one is Melon Mambo, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And then I have a piece of 4 by 5.25 that's going to go on the inside so that we can write our message on there because the Melon Mambo is a bit too dark. And then I also have Berry Burst. The Berry Burst is 3.5 by 5.5. And then I have a piece of white to go over that, which is 3.25 by 5.5. So we're going to start with the swiping technique first. So I'm going to move these things out of the way so I don't get it all. Bring in a piece of scrap paper. I think we'll go this way with it. And then we're have some ink colors. So we're going to use Petunia Pop, Melon Mambo, and Berry Burst. And we're also going to use some craft white. So we're going to start with, move these out of my way so I don't. We're going to start with the lightest color. And we're just going to use short strokes, and we're going to apply, this is also called direct to paper. So we're just going to apply some short strokes like so. This one seems a little bit even dark, doesn't it? And let's get this one down here a little bit. All right, let's put that one away. Let's try some Melon Mambo now. This one almost seems lighter. We'll try it and see what happens here. I didn't try it with these colors yet. I tried it with some different colors, and it was kind of cool. But this is fun. To get the top without, and we're just dragging the ink right across the paper. Probably should have had a larger piece of scrap paper. And then we're going to try with the Berry Burst. Same thing. I'm going to try and hit the spots that are white. This one's really dark, so I don't want it to be too dark. I'm using a very light hand when I do this. And then we're going to go back in with some white and add some, again, very light hand. And I'm trying to make random little blotches, like, just using the corner of the pad. Let's see, what else can we do here? If you think you need more of a different color, I think I want more Melon Mambo in there. So let's try and see if we can add a little bit in some of these whiter spots, because it's at least a lighter color. I would have thought the Petunia Pop was actually lighter, but all right, cover some of this up. I'm going this direction too, I guess. Okay, that looks pretty good. Then we're going to come in with the craft white pad. Now, the craft ink comes as an uninked pad, and it comes with like a refill. And so you ink it yourself. This one's really old. I do have a newer one. I just haven't opened it up yet. So I'm going to use this, and hopefully we're just going to add a little bit of white chunks here and there. Try it this way. You can kind of see what it's doing. Adding just a little bit of lightening it up a little, I guess is the word. So that's kind of fun. All right, so we're done with the messy part of it. You might want to let the craft ink dry for a few minutes. So while we're doing that, let's get to the stamping portion. And I just have a piece of scrap here, and I'm using the Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. So I've got the punch and the stamp set. And we're going to, I think I'm going to use the Berry Burst for my greeting. And I was going to, maybe I'll use 2 different colors because I also have the dots. So I've got Mr. and Mrs. I'm going to stamp the dots first. Tap, 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 like I showed you in the basics. Gently punch down. The dots worked out well. And then I'm going to use Mr. and Mrs. Tap, tap, tap gently. Go straight down. I'm looking for the center here, hoping I can do it with the camera in my way. That didn't work out so well. Sometimes you can line it up. There, I did it. Woohoo! All right. So now I'm just going to punch this out. And I think I've shown you this before, but if you hold your punch upside down, you can center your image in there. Just give it a little squeeze, and then you can, and to hold it together, and you can readjust it a little bit. And once you're fine, you like how it looks, just finish squeezing it. And let's move some of this out of the way. We won't have room to work. So this is what we've got for the outside. And then I'm also going to stamp, I'm going to bring in the piercing mat for the inside. On the inside, I've got, it says, I hope your day is filled with joy. So we're going to do same color. Try to get it on there straight. And I got some on my finger. So I'm going to make sure I don't touch the paper. So this is just going to make a nice little wedding card. So then we've got, we can start assembling. I've got my card base here. We want to make sure that we get a good crease on the fold. And I'm going to put the inside piece in first because I'm still kind of waiting for that to dry. And again, a little bit of glue around the edges, maybe a little swirl in the middle, but you don't need a lot of glue because you certainly don't want it squishing out the edges. And then this is going to center right in here. And then we're going to take our masterpiece and we're going to layer it onto the piece of Berry Burst. And the way that I cut this, it's going to be the same height, but there's going to be just a little bit of matting on either side. So I want to get this centered this way. It's better. That looks pretty good. And then we'll put that in the center here. It's very pink, isn't it? I'm thinking there's lots of pinkness going on in this one. That's okay though. All right, so we've got that. Let's close up the ink pad so I don't stick my finger in it again. And then I'm going to put on dimensionals. I'm just going to use a couple. One on the top, one on the bottom. Pull off the backs. And I think I want it a little higher than center. So there we have it. That's kind of nice, huh? I like it. It's cute. And you can do this with any color combination. So let me show you a couple more. This is another one that I did with a different color combination. See if I didn't write it down. This looks like Lost Lagoon, Coastal Cabana, and I think I used Pebbled Path on there. And then again with the white. And then I didn't put anything on the inside of this one. And then this is the one that I told you at the beginning that my fellow demonstrator Heidi made. And she used Summer Splash. It looks like Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm not sure what color that is off the top of my head. She didn't put anything on the inside of hers. So anyway, those are our 3 cards. Move this out of the way. Those are our 3 cards. And let me come back to the front. I hope you enjoyed this today. Again, we're going to do every first Monday of the month. I'll have something new for you. And I didn't want to call it like just techniques because sometimes there's some fancy stamping or we'll get to it. But so I didn't want to call it like one thing, just stamping 301, which is beyond basics. So I'm hoping you're liking these. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, if you will, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get these and more videos. The Stamping 101 is in there. I have like all of the episodes of the Stamping 101, and I will make a new playlist for the Stamping 301s. If you choose to try this at home, please leave me a comment and show your picture. That'd be great. I'd love to see what you do with some of these things. And until next time, thank you for watching.